Hi everyone. Good evening, everyone. This is Arushi from Coding Ninjas, and I welcome all of you to this another live session that we're hosting. I'm going to wait for a little more audience to join so that then I'll start introducing myself and the topic and everything. कैसे हैं सब लोग? Can I get a comment or a thumbs up on the comment section so that I know that you guys are joining? No comments, nothing. Okay. I'm just hoping that I'm audible and that you can see my video. Okay, hi everyone. I see. Thank you guys. Thank you Amit, Pal, Diksha, Abhishek. Thank you so much. How is everyone? क्या चल रहा है? It's a Tuesday वैसे तो. Bad question to ask, but how is? I'm guessing everyone either studying or working. Has the live stream? No, it hasn't paused. I'm Okay, so I'll now introduce you guys to the topic that we have for today's live. It's on how to become a data scientist, the roadmap to becoming a data scientist. And for that, we have a very celebrated personality with us today. And to you, she's she's the youngest, one of India's youngest data science educator, and she has taught more than 70,000 students across the globe, and she aims to give a systematic, easy and insightful learning to all the tools that are associated with data science. And one good thing for all of you, since all of you are ninja coders, she attempts to make coding enjoyable and make it fun and easy. So a little bit away from maybe data science, you can ask her questions on that as well. So let me introduce Shambhavi Gupta to all of you. Hi, Shambhavi.
Hey Adishri, hi everyone.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am good. Thank you. Um, so I introduced you to everyone, but you go ahead and introduce yourself as well.
Sure. Thanks a lot. And yeah, hi everyone. I'm Shambhavi Gupta, and I'm the youngest data science educator in India for data science and machine learning. I work as an instructor at Udemy, a subject matter expert at UpGrad, video content creator for great learning, Geeks for Geeks, Algebra, Tutorials Point, and Lambda Test. And last but not the least, I'm the founder of YouTube channel Fun with Data Science, and I'm a Joe Talk speaker. So yeah, that's what all I'm doing currently, everything in the field of data science, machine learning, and Python.
That's great, Shambhavi. That was a very nice introduction. So, I mean, as you know, the topic is how to enter the field of data science. So, before we get into that, tell us what it actually involves and if it's different from data science, analytics, and if it is, then how is it different from it?
Okay. See, it's key. There is a very confusion between the data science and between the data analytics. See,
Yeah.
both of those are almost the same thing only, right? There is not a much difference, but data analyst is that particular role which is for the beginners. Like, let's say you or me, I'm a fresher. So if I have to enter into the data science field, the job role which I will get that is a data analyst job role. And if I'll be a 2-3 years of experience person, 2-3-4 years experience, then I'll be getting the data scientist. Because data scientist is a person who is considered as a very experienced person who has a little bit much more knowledge as in the field of AI, as in the field of deep learning, right? NLP, machine learning. So those things come by experience and even by the practice. Right? What are the initial things you learn? That is also for the data science. But initially, you are going to go into the data analyst field only, get 2, 3, 4 more years of experience at your end, and then you will be shifted to the data scientist field. That is like what is the difference. In data analyst, you generally do not involve too much of AI or NLP or some things like that. It's totally onto your machine learning and data science. That's what the difference between data analyst and a data scientist.
And what does data science involve? Like, I mean, if you had to give a comprehensive answer, how would you describe what does the work involve?
Okay, so we all do online shopping. Like you might have purchased either some watch, some dress, something online every time we all do. So once we have bought something online, so there it asks you for your reviews, for your ratings, right? They ask you that okay, you have to give your ratings or reviews of the product.
Yeah.
So what are the ratings and the reviews are actually given at your ends? Your name, your address, your city, your area, the product which you have bought, from which seller you have taken, right? At what time you have bought, in what rating you have given, what review you have given. All of these things go and save onto a respective place. Now, a data scientist or data analyst, what is our job? Our job is that we need to find the insights from that data. I need to find in which is the area, which is the state, from that state in which city the seller is selling up this particular product and it is liked much more by the people. Let's say there are two sellers who are selling the same product. Now I need to find from which seller the product is sold more and people are having good ratings. So then I'll apply up my data science, data analyst technique, and then I'll just try to find it which seller is giving the best product, so that we can just increase much more work from that seller, or we can just further take the process furthermore. So it's always into a benefit of the company about like giving the insights to the company based over the data that okay in 2017 I or we have introduced this particular tool or this particular product. So that was the reason that company was getting a very good increase. Now in 2018 we stopped this product. That was the reason company didn't good like got a good increase. So that's how what is the work is of a data analyst to take in all the data, explore that all completely, and try to find an insights from where it can be much more better and much more good for the company.
Okay, that was very nicely explained, especially with that example, because everyone will understand. So I see a lot of questions in the comment section already, but we collected certain questions from the audience day before yesterday.
Sure,
So I'll put those out first, and then we'll take questions from the comment section as well.
sure,
So yeah, so like a lot of people in general message us on our page asking that I am a class 12 dropout. I'm an engineering student, but like I did not complete my degree. So am I eligible for XYZ? So can you tell us the eligibility criteria, and if someone who's a class 12 dropout, can he take up data science, and if yes, then how? What's the process? How do you go about it?
okay, so for entering into a data science field, you will need some proper degree. Degree in the sense, okay, let's say you are a 12 dropout, right? You
Yeah.
did all those. After that, if you have taken up any respective course, like let's say some people just do BA or they just taken some BSc courses or one or two, or like some do diploma also, right? These are the stuffs which people are doing.
Right.
So if you're a person who is doing all those stuffs, that is okay. That will be acting as a degree for you. But
Hmm.
if you are a person who is non-technical, who is not having any graduation, any B.Tech from CSE or something like that, so in that case, you will require a proper certification of data science. A proper certification of data science that will be somewhat 8 to 10 months, 6, 8 or 10 months. This is how the certifications are categorized. So you will be requiring up a proper certification in the field of the data science if you have done any other degree other than your B.Tech in CS. And if you are a person who is a technical person, as in your B.Tech you are doing in computer science and engineering, so into that only many colleges offer some specializations, especially like in the data science, ML fields. Almost every college is currently offering up those things. So either you can take up a part of that, so into your final mark sheet, it will be added that you have taken this 1 or 2 years of this data science course, and you'll be awarded your grades over that. Otherwise, you can just do on some certifications as in like there are many certifications even right on available over the platforms, different platforms, so you can just do any certifications, but a technical person will not require that very much specific certifications which a non-technical will require. because you need to showcase in at a place that I have this particular certification, I have this particular degree or something like that, which showcases that I have done this course. Now my interview will be taken based over my skills which I'm actually having. So yes,
Right.
at a sort of time, each and everyone, technical or non-technical, each and every person will require a specialization or some certification of 5, 6, or 7 or 8 months that you have done the data science course. That is what is the eligibility for sitting in the engine.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so say like when we use the term data science, data analyst, it sounds very, very fancy, and it gives you a very, you feel respected. You know that the other person is going to respect you for that just one designated title. So, so I want to know, how does one really need to be very intelligent, or what is the skill set that's required to be one?
Okay. So, intelligent, I won't say that you really need to be intelligent in a sense, in a manner. What I understand is it should not be like you are the topper of the class or you are at a 10 CGPA or 9.8 CGPA, then only you can go into data science field. If you go and check out the stats currently, so there are 48% of people who are non-technical and they are entering the data science field, and only we have 52% of people who are technical and they're entering, and their CGPAs are just decent 7 or 8, not more than that, because that is what is not required. And the skill set which is required is your Python. The very first thing is your Python programming language. Many might say R also to you, but currently R is, you can say for the next 15, 20 years, R is not going to come up into the role. So if you're a person who is currently planning in 1 or 2 years to go to data science, go with Python for that. Now, once you are done with the Python, in Python it will constitute about your basic topics and your some
Right.
libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Seaborn, Matplotlib, some libraries like that it will be taken. Once you are done with your pandas, you will next shift to the structured query language. If you have like heard about databases or data, right away I was talking about that all the data gets and is stored somewhere.
Right.
So that is stored in a database. So for taking that data out from a database, you will be required SQL. That is a specific language which you need to learn it for taking that data and then analyzing that all over. So yeah, SQL will help you out. Next is a Tableau. Tableau is a software. Tableau or Power BI, anyone could be chosen. If you are a person who is working in some company which is like having lots of crores of data, so in that case, learn Tableau. If you're working on a short data, 50,000 or 1 lakh sets of data, work on Power BI, no matters. Because Power BI is a little short as a software, not very software which can hold a lot of data. So yeah, that is what is done actually. Next is that Tableau is on, SQL is on, Python. Yeah, then comes your mathematical stuff. That are the most important ones actually. So there are some people who like generally asking that I have a very fear in mathematics. How can I
Yeah.
come into data science or something like that? So
Right.
see, the data science for mathematics is not very tough. It just includes your statistics and probability. Nothing more than that. You just have to learn about the statistics and probability, and that will be done. So statistics is not very wide, but it's a lot not tough. If once you come in here and study about the things, it won't seem that much difficult for you to learn that statistics and probability. And yeah, last we have the machine learning. That's a little trickier part in data science, which people are having a fear of learning, because the reason only is one: there are lots of algorithms. And now you will understand what is that algorithm, what is it about, and in which type of data, what algorithm to use it. So yeah,
Yeah.
machine learning is the fifth portion which you have to deal in. And yeah, you are good to start for the data analyst job actually.
Okay. Okay. Understood. Well explained. Okay. So there's Aryan Agarwal who's asking, so what is data science? So that you already answered. How is it different from CSE?
Okay, so if you are a CSE person, means that's your computer science and engineering. It specifically focuses upon your software engineering. CSE is a sort of a branch, you can say a particular stream, which specially focuses upon your software engineering. If you want to go into the data science, you will be requiring some specialization because in CSE course, the structure which we have in for the 4 years, data science topics is none of the covered. All the topics are covered for your software engineering course.
Okay, I hope Aryan got his answer. So Subhi Samadar is saying, I have some questions. Yeah, Subhi, there is a question and answer session. You can send in your questions, and as and when we get your question, we'll put it and Shamba will answer it. Okay, so since you mentioned the words Python and the other languages that you mentioned, first question is that which are the important languages for this, for being a data science, for being into data science?
Only two, your Python and SQL. Nothing other is needed.
Okay, and like in-depth, thorough knowledge of the two languages, right?
Very thorough knowledge of SQL. That not so of Python. SQL is a good one which you really need to get a good knowledge of. Python, so you can like be a little
Yeah.
basics and then you can go to the Python libraries for which I mentioned your NumPy, Pandas, Seaborn and Matplotlib, and that's that.
Okay. Now that like I'll just move a bit from the data science to is there.
Okay, Arishi, I guess like you're not audible and your
Okay,
video is
hi,
also
Shambhavi,
freezed.
can you hear me?
I can hear you, but your video has freezed in.
Can is it better now?
Yeah, you are audible, but no, the video is still lagging.
Is it better now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you are audible. You're clearly audible, but the video is a little one. Like your video has
Okay,
actually
I'm
freezed in.
audible and you I just put out the question.
Sure, sure, sure. Yes, yes, everyone. Let's just allow us a minute or two. We'll just like resolve up this and be here. Okay, till the time I can look over some questions and if I can answer out anything.
Hi Shambhavi, can am I audible now? Visible now? Sorry everyone for the glitch. Something went off with the Wi-Fi. So yeah, I was saying that about coding. Since you mentioned that there's an interesting way you make it interesting and fun, so that it doesn't get boring. So what tips would you like to give us? Give to the audience?
Okay, in the for the coding, actually, see, uh, there is only one thing which differentiates your interest in coding with not your interest in coding, and that is your logics which you're actually putting in up there. See, it happens. What happens in real is, I have done two, three questions of Python, let's say, right?
Okay.
And I was not able to write the program. So what I say or what I think, that coding is very difficult. How will I do that? I won't be able to do that. We just try to stick that into our mind. We just try to leave it over there or shift to other place or take it as a burden onto us. But we do not try to actually understand the reason behind it, why it felt as difficult or why we were not able to put the logic because we
Hmm.
hadn't cleared the basics.
Hmm.
In starting, what we say that okay, this topic is easy, this is easy, this is easy. I'll just study and leave it, and all. We just finish Python off one month in just 10 days, right? If it was a course of one simple month, we just finish in 10 days.
Yeah.
And after that, when we are about to put some logic or build something, or use some calculations or something, or use some brainstorming, we are stuck at that particular place. So, like my suggestion to each and every person will be here that if I talk in generally about coding, so just like try to understand the basics of each and every single thing. It might happen sometimes if you are from a CSE background, so you might say, I to know this, how will I, or I should proceed in I am already aware of these things. I have studied in my
Hmm.
11th and my 12th. But then also at that particular point, now don't think that like that. It's just that you just have to devote 10 minutes to that topic or 15 minutes to that topic. Just don't leave it. Because it might happen the concept which you had studied might be a little different from that
Yeah.
particular topic or something other might be there. Right. So you just have to simply make sure you are studying the basics very clearly. If it is of a 1 month of course, if you are taking 1.5 month also now, it's completely of benefits or at all it is of benefit. Don't think like yeah, I should complete it much faster than I can shift on to the next topic. Because every
Hmm.
time let's say a building is built out. Right. So what we do first we just try to set up the bricks. Right. Then we just go further and bring in the subjects, so bring in the other things and then try to do the wiring and everything. Right. So you just have to building up that bricks for yourself with the basics. Then all is good. You won't find coding at all difficult at your end. And that's what I do actually whenever I teach onto my channel that is fun with data science. So I just
Okay.
try to clear in the basics very, very, very clearly. Right. And then the coding is all simple.
Yeah. I think the brick example is, I think it should be universal to anything and everything that you're doing in life in general.
Absolutely. Right.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a very famous term called sampling. So if you could,
Hmm.
help the audience understand what it is and what is the advantage of it.
Um, okay, sampling as in the data science, right? You are talking
Yeah.
in the data science
Yeah.
side. Okay, it is like if we're talking about we have 100 people. Okay, let's say in this live stream we are having let's say 300 people. Right. Now
Right.
from that 300 people, if I pick in some people, let's say 10 or 20 people. So 300 is my population which I am having. That 10 or 20 people, those I am taking, that is my sample. Right.
Yeah.
Now this have the analysis of whatever I'll be doing over those 10 or 20 people, that will be my sampling, which I'll be applying.
All right. Okay. Understood. Okay. Uh, there's too many questions in the audience comment section, so I'll ask you. Uh, how to get into the data science field? May I know the tools and requirements? I think Shambhavi all mentioned all of that. Uh, how good are B.Tech students with data science specialization courses in tier 3 colleges?
Yeah, absolutely. You can take in those specialization courses of data science if it is a it might be at 1 or 2 years of courses which you have been introduced into your colleges or any peer college. It's not specified over any. So yeah, it's all good. You can just take in those courses and study for the data science and teaching you everything, all the things.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Whoever asked that question, I hope you are satisfied with the answer. Okay. Tarun Sharma is asking, can we pursue both web development and data science at the same time?
Um. Okay. This. question can be a different opinion of everyone. This is a sort of question which everyone might have different opinions, but into my case,
Hmm.
my opinion will be that if you're studying, let's say in the college, you're studying software engineering, right, and you have interest in data science. So you are doing that data science from outside, from somewhere of your own wish. Right? If that is the scenario that you're studying web development into your college, and you're doing some data science from outside, from some specialization because of your interest, it's all good. You can do up till the time you do not mix both things, because one side is Java and other side is Python. Two very different languages. One is very easy and one is a advanced language actually. So if you are able to like manage up both the things at one time, do not mix up the concepts. Surely go ahead. You will have a lot and lot of opportunities for you in the future. But if you are mixing, stay at one track. Do that. Then again, if you have interest after getting at a settled place or a job, you can study the web development and then shift your career. That's simple.
Okay. Okay. Tarun knows what to do now. Uh, okay, there's a question which says data analyst versus cloud analysts. Which one has a better future scope?
Which one has a better future scope?
First,
See,
can you explain what a cloud analyst is? How is it different from a data analyst?
Okay, so we know that all our data, which we like picture photos which we take and everything we take, that is all gone and saved onto the clouds. Right, so
Right.
cloud analyst is that person who takes in the data from whatever data is being stored in the clouds, try to analyze the space, right? How much space is used by the people, and what kind of things are being put up over the cloud. So it's all based over your cloud. A data analyst does for a database, a cloud analyst does for a cloud-based service. That's the difference between both of those. And actually, see, there's a one very simple saying, and that is currently the startups are a lot in. We are having a lot and lot of startups every day, and numerous of startups are coming. So understand one thing, up till the time startups are there or the companies are there will be the requirement of a data analyst, a data scientist, a data engineer, ML engineer, cloud analyst, app developer, web developer. So all fields are very good, right? It's just that if you have interest over some cloud-based services, you can go
Yeah.
because it's a sort of little different field also. So many people is many people do not have interest in that field. So absolutely both fields are very good, and even the market is also very open for both of these. So you can choose any of based upon your interest.
Okay. All right. And what is the scope and future of data science in India? How good does it look?
It's gonna be, I'll say, a boom in the next 10 years, because again, the companies are increasing. We want some people who can analyze the data. Every day, numerous companies are coming into the market. Until the time they will not analyze the data, we will not be able to understand where the market is growing, in which area it is growing. Everything a data scientist or data analyst will only tell you. So in next 10 years, you can see this role as a like having 100% or 200% hike in the market.
All right. Okay. There are a lot of questions in the comment. People are asking about how to get internships in this data science field.
Okay. So internship, so as soon as you are done with your fourth semester or might be fifth semester, so what you can do, you can start putting or start filling up the internships for your data analyst, data scientist, data engineer, ML engineer. For all these roles, you can start filling up the internships. From where to get those? You can just there's an internship calendar which is being like put over the Google every year. It is being put down, right? So into that internship calendar, what happens that there are tentative dates for the companies who are going to release up their internships. So you just go over the Google and search out the internship calendar for 2022. You'll just get a calendar over there, and there are many companies who just put down their tentative dates. So you just mark those on the calendar and try to check if the internships are there or not. Second is you can use LinkedIn. The best way to getting your internships, you can just go and find over the data analyst internship over there onto the top on the search button, and you'll get a lots of internships. Apply in all of those. Right? Apply in all of those, and whatever that comes in the interviews and you're shortlisted, you can proceed in with that. But one thing that you have to make sure is that if you're applying for data analyst or data scientist or any role like this, put those projects only. Don't put software engineering projects onto that. Into your resume, put your projects related to the data science or data analyst. Then your resume will be shortlisted and then you can proceed for the interview. This mistake don't do ever, that you are applying for a web developer and you're applying the projects for a data scientist. Just never ever do that.
Yeah, I mean that happens. You make one resume and you just upload it everywhere.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Sanjay Yadav is asking, hi ma'am. Now I'm a student of CSE final year and I have some basic knowledge of Python. How can I start to become a data analytic?
Okay, so yeah, into the fourth year, you can just like proceed in when any of the particular specialization courses. Okay, specialization courses are that these are types of courses into which you have recorded videos, and mostly all the ethics provide you Saturdays and Sundays have the live sessions, and rest you get in the recorded videos. So you can prefer in those all of the respective things. You can just go for a proper course of 6 or 8 months, or a course of 10 or 12 months, or yeah, these things you can apply and you can just follow out. For if you're in fourth year, it's a good time. You can do the things, and once you're at the time of graduation, you will be even ready to go and apply for the interviews for your data science or data analyst role. So you can just take some specialization in data science and proceed with that.
That was a full roadmap to it. So thanks on your Sanjay. Um, okay, there's a comment here. So I want to know your opinion on that. So Harsh Kumar says, I think ML, machine learning, is nearly impossible. What do you have to say on that?
Actually, like when I take the live sessions for many ethics also now. So from the starting, the course goes very smooth. From Python up to starter six, course is very smooth. As soon as machine learning is introduced, people are, how will I learn that? How will I do ML, or how will I apply the things? So see, in
Yeah.
that case, I'll suggest you, when I learned machine learning, when I learned the ML in the data science part, at first time, I was also getting only 20% of the stuffs from the video. So
Okay.
machine learning will require your 2 to 3 times minimum watching of the videos repetitively, making the notes and revising the things. That's the main thing in machine learning. If you
Yeah.
are like learning of the things, it's not only learning about the machine learning, you are watching one video of 10 minutes. So once you watching, you'll get 20%. Next time you're watching, you'll get in 30%. And fourth time you're watching, you will get in 40%. So it's all 90% of the video which you had got. So this trick, this manner you have to apply for machine learning in one time. It's quite a little difficult task to learn machine because it's very tricky. It's sort of very, very,
Hmm.
very tricky thing in the data science part. And yeah, that's very important also because mostly interviews questions are from that part only.
Yeah.
So that manner you can try it.
No wonder he's saying it's nearly impossible. Okay. Someone says usually when we apply for data science positions, they always have mentioned that they need minimum 2 years experience. How do we tackle that?
So initially apply for data analyst. Data analyst is a role which is for freshers. Once you are done with 2 years of experience in the data analyst, very quickly apply for a data scientist.
Um, okay, Apurva Tyagi is asking if I have a B.Tech degree and no specialization in data science, no specialization, and if I do some projects, am I eligible for the role of it?
Even again, it depends on the requirements of the company. If a company is looking for a proper sort of certification in the data science field only, if there is something requirements is mentioned that you should have this in data science or that in data science,
Hmm.
you will be requiring some certification or some degree for that. But if a company is not mentioning, go ahead, you can go with that. Go ahead. If your resume gets shortlisted, give your interviews.
Okay, Apur, go for it. Best of luck. Um, can you read the comments from your end, or
Yeah,
I mean, are the comments visible?
yeah, it's visible for me.
Okay. Okay. So Neeraj Sharma is asking if anyone has core background, then how can he apply for data analyst job as most of the companies don't allow core background?
Yeah, that's one thing which you really need to look over for the data science and data analyst that I told you now. You will be requiring some graduation either in B.Tech CSE, or you will be requiring a proper certification, a proper course
Right.
for that. Otherwise, the companies will not take it.
Okay. Okay. Tarif is asking, what is the difference between data scientist and software scientist? Which role is easy for getting an internship?
Data scientist
Does
and software scientist. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So see, again, it's all about see, those whatever the analysts you are having now, there is one job. They have to do some or the other stuff with the data. You're a data analyst, you'll be extracting the data from a database, working over that. If you're a software analyst, so you'll be going into the software engineering field, right? Into that, what are the softwares are being built out and what are the memories being consumed, all the things are being consumed. Then you'll be working over that.
Right.
But you will be working as an analyst only in every field. Scope for data analyst is much higher than software analyst currently.
Right. Okay. Uh, okay. So there's a question: is only how do I become an industry-ready data science professional? Muhammad Khan is asking.
Mohammed Khan, if you want to become an data science industry ready, absolutely perfectionist into that, or you want just go into that field, be good with the statistics and probability in data science, and be good at machine learning. Again, for that, you can go for a proper certification, a proper specialization if you are a B.Tech graduate on already. So many companies or many edtechs also they provide you the certifications from some foreign universities also. So either you can take that if you are a particular person who is pursuing your graduation. So you can enroll in any particular course or specialization from edtechs, and you can just go ahead with those particular. So see, those people teach you all the things very good. The knowledge that they provide you is very knowledge and like it's very better. It's very good. Everything is being covered from scratch up till the advanced. But at last, you have to do the practice onto your own. Then
Right.
only it's like better for you to learn up the things. Like they can teach you, they can explain you the things. But initial, like at the final level, you have to do up the things at your own. You have to make the projects and showcase. So yeah, that you can. That's what you can do over here.
Okay. So since we talking about projects, there's another question. Paulami Bhattacharya is asking, what type of projects should one do in data science?
You can do up the projects which are let's say there are fraud yeah, fraud card detection. So that is like fraud detection in banks. Many frauds happen, right? So the detection of those frauds are there. Or you can just take in. Actually, there's a website which is called as Kaggle.com. I don't know, like if you people have heard about Kaggle or not. So Kaggle is one of the I'll say the top first website for your data science, data analyst, ML. So there, what do? You just get in lots and lots of data. Currently, you will get in the data for the COVID, right? So you can just like analyze that complete data. You'll get the data for the air pollution in different countries or different cities. You can go over that particular data. You'll get a world happiness data. Go with that particular data analysis, right? So you can just go over Kaggle over there, searching for the data. You'll get a like I guess millions of data over there in that website, and take any
Hmm.
data and start analyzing. But at the time of analyzing, make sure which algorithm you are applying. Try to have a very good knowledge of that algorithm, because your question will surely be asked why you use this algorithm, why you haven't used that particular algorithm. This type of question will surely come in at your interview if you have applied a algorithm. So be ready with the questions, and yeah, you can just take any data and start applying the data, like analysis onto that. That is what you can add in your projects.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Um, okay, so I think you already answered this, how a non-tech person can actually switch into this field as well. But I'll still read it out and you can answer. Dipesh is asking, hi ma'am, now I'm a student of CSE and I have some basic knowledge. Sorry, not this one. This you already answered. Yeah, I have. So he's from a commerce background and now wants to switch into data science. So how can he make that switch now?
Okay,
He's
so
doing BCom.
he's doing BCom. Fine, no, not
Yeah.
a worry. It's like over 48% people are in the data science who are from a non-tech background. So it's so good for you. Even you might be very good with the stats and all those particular things. So it's a plus point for you. And yeah, for data science, shifting over there, you can just take any specialization. Specialization as saying, see, there are many people like who offer you a course of 3-4 months in data science. Always be aware of that things, that there can't be any course of 3-4 months for data science. Minimum is 6 months and maximum 1.5 or 2 years of courses are there. Right, so just try to figure in some course like this, which is suitable for you, which is covering all the topics which I told: Python, Tableau, machine learning, structured SQL, probability and statistics, which is a course which is covering all those. Take that course, study with it, get the certification, go and apply for the companies.
Okay. That was Nidhi Sharma's question. I hope you have the answer. Um, okay. I am trying to take as many questions I can take from the audience so that no one feels left out. But if I've skipped any questions, I'm sorry. Um,
Okay, there's a question,
so
Arushi. Like,
yeah.
it's like, will DSA make vital role in data science?
Okay.
Hi,
Yeah.
Siddhartha.
Yeah.
I really want to answer this particular question because there's a lots and lots of questions, like lots of difficulties, or I'll say the confusions in the mind of people about the same. So yes,
Hmm.
DSA will help you to make a vital role in data science. It is absolutely gonna do, because if you go for your man companies or any good MNCs, so their first round is your DSA round only. So that is your data structures and algorithms round. So you have to clear in that round, then only you'll be taken to the next round, which will be a specialization in data science round. So yes, DSA is important for your data science. And like I would like to tell, I recently started a new series of DSA onto my channel, Fun with Data Science. So yeah, you people can go over there and study the DSA for data science. Absolutely, you can do. So yes, data science is very data structures and algorithms is especially very important if you are looking for any big MNC in this particular world.
Okay. Okay, there are a lot of questions about people are asking about the package. So there's one question Yash is asking, tell me something about freshers package. Like what's the starting package for freshers?
8 to
I
10.
mean, what should be
8 to 10.
the sorry? Okay, okay, 3 to 10. Okay, okay.
No,
What
8 to 10. 8 to 10.
8 to 10? All right. Okay, Yash, you know now. So what are the top three skills for data scientist? According to you, what are the top three skills a data scientist should have?
Technical, non-technical?
I think that's from a technical background person. So you can answer for both technical and non-technical.
Okay. If we're talking about technical, so first number is your machine learning algorithms. That's your skill which you really need in
Oh,
ML.
yeah.
Second will be your mathematical tools that I talked in about, the statistics and probability. Third will be your SQL, structured query language. These were the top skills for your data science. Again, I'm repeating your machine learning algorithms, statistics and probability, and third will be your I'll say that SQL, right? Top three for technical. Non-technical, only one skill is there, and that we see as a storytelling skill actually. See what happens.
Okay.
What happens? Let's say you are a person who is very new in data science. Right? You don't
Okay.
know like what is happening in the data, what I have done, or what's the this particular graph is telling me. So I need to explain the things in such a manner that you are able to understand what is this data, what is it happening over there, and my insights which I have founded in that what is better for my company, more what can we do, right? I need to explain to you. Let's say you are a particular person who is only for actually from the marketing background. So you won't
Okay.
understand that lot of stuff of coding which I have done, right? So I need
Right.
to explain the things in a story or in such a manner that the things are very clear to you about all the insights which we have presented. So, like currently the scenario is your 50% to technical knowledge is needed. 50% your speaking skills or your soft skills or your storytelling skills are currently needed in the data science.
Okay. Okay. That was literally like my example because I'm into marketing and then a switch.
Yes.
I just hope my manager is not listening to this. My mind might make a switch. Okay. Okay. So I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry, but Thupari Srivarsha is asking, what are the some tips and tricks for cracking a job in data science?
Tips and tricks in cracking a job in data science. The very first thing is that be very much clear with your, I'll say, okay, first is that be very much clear with your algorithm system, right? As in algorithms will be your DSA algorithm also and machine learning algorithm also. So at the initial level, be clear with the data structures algorithm, that searching, that sorting, that merge, heap, stacks, queues. Be very clear with all of those. Once you are now especially going on to the data science interview, first be confident. I would really say that. See, if you have already cleared two rounds and you are into the final round, now the interviewer automatically knows you have the knowledge because you previously already cleared two rounds and now you're in the third round. Now that is sure that you have a good knowledge. What will that person try to do? He will try to explain you
I think we've lost Shambhavi. Uh, just 2 minutes, everyone. We're very sorry for this technical issue. Hi, Shambhavi.
just a second, Arish. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
just a
no
second.
problem. No. Yeah.
Um,
So Rahul,
okay, yeah, perfect.
you asked, you're back. Yeah. Continue.
Okay, yeah. So I was talking about that. I was talking about the tips and tricks. Yeah. So
Yeah.
first one is that interviewer now already knows in that at this particular place now you are have cleared already two rounds. Now you're very good enough into your technical knowledge. Now that person will try to test in your confidence. How much confidence you have into yourself, where that person will try to bring in some such types of questions which you might not have heard or you might not have put up into your resume, but that person will ask into you. So, very first tip and trick to crack any interview is be confident. Be confident enough. If you know the answer, well and good. Otherwise, say, sorry, sir, I don't know the answer. Be very much confident. Talking about the technical things, it's just that again, I say you should be proficient with your ML, machine learning. You should be proficient with your statistics and probability, and try to give all the examples, all the questions, the answers for the question with the help of example. Actually, that's very much needed. That will be a cherry on a cake if you're adding examples at every place with the answers of yours. Be elaborative. That's what other things.
Okay. I don't remember who asked that question, but whoever asked, I hope you have the answer now. Okay, the two people are again asking if SQL is important for data science. I think Shambhavi already mentioned that it is good, like good thorough knowledge of SQL is required for data science. So I think I've taken up most of the questions. So Shambhavi, from your end, if something that the audience didn't ask or I didn't ask and you think is important, when you are trying, when you are on your journey to becoming a data science scientist, how something that we missed that you would like to mention?
Um, okay, I just want to like mention in like we actually covered everything. There's no such thing which we have missed out in the whole journey. It's just one thing that really you will sometimes it will happen. You will feel frustrated while doing your analysis. Many a times you will think that I'm not getting anything or some things like that. So at that time, take a pause. Don't quit that particular thing when I was learning and going through my data science and all this stuff. So many times you will think that these things are very difficult. How will I deal with those? Or how will I answer these? Or how will I apply this algorithm? Or it's not like getting into my head or the things. So take a little break at that time and just try to fixing up the things and come back. Don't quit that particular field because you have invested a lot of time into that. That will be the only one thing. And yeah, practice makes a man perfect. We all know that. So when I studied for 2 hours, but practice for 4 hours every day of the same thing. So yeah, that's you all also require practice a lot as much as you can. So yeah, all the best for that further.
Okay. So I think we've taken up almost all the questions and we've covered, as you mentioned, everything that's important. So thank you, Shambhavi, for joining. And thank you so much for sharing your intellect with us, the audience. And we really tried to make it engaging. And I took up all your questions as well. So I hope everyone from the audience is also satisfied. And thank you again, Shambhavi, for joining us.
Thanks a lot, and everyone just like keep practicing and all the very best for your future. Thanks a lot, Arishi here. Thanks a lot.
Thank you again. Okay, guys, we'll end the live now. So I hope you have a great Wednesday tomorrow. Bye bye.